Oh, morning people. How are we doing today? Wind. Let's sit over here, out of the wind. I cover up the wind noise. I ain't gotta work. I'm not up. I hate this chair. Every time I sit in it, I forget it's a rocker and I almost flip over backwards. I'm late today. I'm running very late. So, I guess I'll have to work in the heat today because I didn't get out here soon enough. So Stan, where have you been that you've been running late? Well, been home cooking. I cooked breakfast for Pam this morning. Today's her last day at work, so I didn't set my alarm at 5 a.m. I set it for 6:30. Got up, and that thing's rattling. So anyway, I got up and started cooking breakfast and everything. Made a last day at work breakfast. Just taters, eggs, and sausage. So I made some breakfast for her. And then I spilled the eggs. I had the sausage and the taters all done. They were on the plate ready to eat, and made some scrambled eggs and had a bunch of eggs in there, had them all scrambled up, and just as I turned, I caught my finger on the edge of the pan and the whole thing went poof, poof, and it just made a mess. And I might cuss her dogs. Oh, and damn dogs in the house, You know, and they're sweet dogs. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love them. They're sweet as can be. Sadie's a wonderful dog, and Chloe's a spastic idiot. But anyway, they're sweet little dogs, little Australian shepherds. And but I bitch about them with all the fur and the accidents and all that. But they're damn nice when you spill some food on the ground. They're they're canine vacuum cleaners. They clean everything up for you. So anyway, we got had my breakfast snafu, cracked some more eggs, made some more eggs, scrambled eggs, and went through 10 eggs today. Had 5 in there, spilled them, had 5 more. So 10 eggs. That breakfast cost us about $40. Eggs are out through the roof, aren't they? Man, people talk about how the egg prices went up, and I went into Walmart 3 weeks ago or something like that, a month ago, whatever, bought some eggs, and 18-pack of eggs was $2.60. I'm thinking, whoa, what are they talking about? Went in there the other day and bought some, and that same 12-pack or 18-pack cost about $5. That doubled in price. I'm like, holy crud. So, yeah. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. Biden and his group of idiots up there, if they screwing this country up. So I'll sit there and just get political for just a second. If in World War II, if Hitler would have been, if somebody would have fraudulently elected Hitler, and Hitler would have become president of the United States during World War II, what would he have done as president of the United States? Because he hated the United States so bad. What would he have done? Kind of what Biden's doing. And all you people that voted for him, just shame on you. Shame on you. God. I know. They cheated the election, but they just cheated little small areas, like in Georgia and places like that, Arizona. They cheated these little small areas. But there was enough people in this country that there were idiots enough to vote for him that got it close enough where they could do that small amount of cheating and make the difference. That's my opinion anyway. So anyway, Stan, did it take you that long to cook breakfast? 6:30 to here till 9? Well, I had to run to Home Depot, and I went there yesterday and bought paint and caulking and glue, you know, adhesive, construction adhesive and stuff like that. And I was down there and I bought this stuff, and it was a clear, and everything was good and all. Okay, great. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a construction adhesive, and it was clear. And usually when it's clear, that's silicone. Usually, not always, I think, but usually that's silicone. Well, I get home, and you guys, being, you know, the wealth of knowledge that you people have, knowing about painting and stuff, I don't know anything about. So yeah, those emails are very much appreciated. Comments, comments on the channel and stuff. Not the scroll here, not the scroll that I'm looking at right now, but the comment section after the video. People make comments on there, and I learned quite a few different things. Okay, one, silicone. You don't want to use silicone on anything you want to paint, because silicone and paint don't go well together. Somebody, I don't remember who you was, sorry, but you know who you was, so I'm talking about you. Said, don't use silicone. He said he worked in the automotive field, or it sounded like worked in a automotive assembly line. Okay, that's what it sounded like to me. Anyway, assembly line, and they won't even let silicone in your car come into the business, you know, on the property. They because the silicone, if you have silicone on your, you know, do something with silicone and you know, do the caulk, and then you take your finger and squat. Now it's on your finger. Everything you touch, a little bit of silicone gets placed in that spot. So if you're painting and you touch bare metal with silicone on your fingers, now that spot, not today, not tomorrow, but eventually that paint will probably peel right there. I didn't know that. Okay, so anyway, I looked up that caulking that I had, and nowhere on the tube it says anything about silicone or anything. Usually they advertise silicone, you know. And I went actually deep enough into it, went to their website and looked up the specifications of it, you know, and it's made with Salina or Saline or something like SILANE or something like that. I can't remember anyway. So I looked that up. That is the main ingredient in silicone. So, I'm like, nah, I better take that stuff back. So I took it back, and I got Gorilla Glue Extreme, okay? Because I looked at the Gorilla Glue, you know, looked up their specs, and this is paintable. It's a clay-based adhesive or something like that. Anyway, it didn't have anything to do with silicone. So okay, so I go back, and it in the documentation it says that it dries or cures, whatever word you want to use there. It cures, but it stays pliable, and that's what I want. I don't want it to be gooey soft. I just want it to be to where doesn't harden up and get, you know, like that hard, you know, because then by heat and contraction that might crack, and now you got a water leak. Okay, so so I think I got the right kind of glue now. I got some paint. Talked to the paint guy down there at Home Depot yesterday, and wouldn't you know, the Bear B-E-R-E or B-E-R-H or whatever, Bear paint representative was there. And so I got to talking to them, and he says, well, I told him exactly what I was doing. School bus, inside paint job, blah, 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 blah. And he says, yeah, you want to use indoor paint. What do you want, a gloss or a matte finish? I says, I like a gloss finish, because a gloss finish would allow me to like wipe it down in case, you know, like I said, like I said, Pam gets mad and throws a meatball at me and hits the wall. Now you got tomato stain. That wipes off real easy. You don't want that kind of a paint. He goes, oh, got just the stuff for you. He says, you want to use indoor paint. I'm like, really? Yeah. Even if I was to use it on the outside of the bus, which I probably won't. But he says, you want to use indoor paint because outdoor paint is actually softer than indoor paint. Really? I figured it's the other way around. And nope. Outdoor paint has to be a little bit flexible or pliable or whatever, because of the heat extremes. It can be 10 degrees at night, Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Fahrenheit at night. The next morning comes up and it's a beautiful sunny day, and it goes from 10 degrees up to 50 degrees. Now the outside ambient temperature might only be 30 degrees, but the sun is shining on the paint on inside the screen door of the front door or something like that, you know. It's like it can go from 10 degrees to 50 degrees in a matter of an hour, so it has to be pliable, whereas indoor paint can be much harder, much more durable, because the temperature is almost always the same. It's always 65 to 80 degrees inside of the house. You never think about it that way. All right, said this was going to be a quickie video today, so I'm going to get right to it. Talked about waking up this morning, talked about going down to Home Depot, got down there, got to talking to this guy, Eric, he's a painter. They were busy at Home Depot, the paint section, they were all mixing stuff, and all I wanted to know is where to get some rags to wipe the interior down, some cheesecloth or whatever, and I didn't know where it was at. Tack cloth, I think they called it. And so once you get done, I use the blower, blow all the dust out of the RV, get it all nice and clean, on the bus, get it all nice and clean. Before I paint, I want to wipe it down and get that, where I've been using the wire wheel, there's a residue left on there. I want to wipe that residue off and then paint it. And I was looking for that cloth. Anyway, he takes me back here and they were out. And he says, oh, well, hey, the ones you need are right here and they're out of them. He says, how many you need? I'm like, no, not many, just wipe the inside of the bus down. And he says, hey, I got some out in the truck. So he walks out in the parking lot, his personal pickup, his personal stuff, and hands me some. Oh, okay. He says, take them all if you want. I'm like, no, I don't need that many. So I took, a group of them. And just so stinking nice, well, he's a painter, and we're going to need some paint work at home on the house when we get ready to sell someday. So anyway, I got his number, business card. He ran out of business cards, so he just wrote it down, wrote his number down. But anyway, that's just the nice people, just nice people, So anyway, so Pam, how mean she is. She comes home last night, doesn't say a word about job or work, and I just assumed Friday's her last day. So didn't oh yeah, I'm going to keep working for another 2, 4, 6 months or what? No, nothing. So it was she was kind of pessimistic about it. I said, I probably won't. Friday will probably be my last day. This is like Tuesday. Friday will probably be my last day. Okay. I asked her Wednesday, she didn't say that. Thursday, I didn't bother even asking. I figured it was it. So I get up and make this big old breakfast for her last day at work, and while she's eating it, she says, oh yeah, I got to work for another 3 months. They made a deal, and she's going to work for 90 more days. So basically just to help them out. She's going to step down as the manager, or I don't know how to phrase that. Basically, she's just going to, all her duties are going to go to the new lady that's going to take over Monday. And Pam will be there to mentor her for the next couple months, but let her do her job. And Pam can mentor her a little bit, but then just go off and do a portfolio of customers and try to get them caught back up until they can get a couple more people hired. And so they made it 90 more days in the slammer. So anyway, so yeah, she's going to work for a few more months. So I cooked breakfast for nothing. No, anyway, so that's why I'm late. By the time I got out of there, ate breakfast and all that, and then got down to Home Depot and did all that and come by here, it's 9 o'clock and okay. So anyway, that's the quickie video. That's me enough sitting here talking about this stuff. Let me go show you what I did yesterday and what I'm going to do today and in the next future days. Okay. All right. I've got, another thing. I got scolded. If you don't believe me, go back and read the comments. Cricket, get out of here. All right. I tried to kick you out. Now you're dead. Okay. I got scolded. Stretch this back out. Come on. I got scolded on the comment section. That wire wheel and a drill is pretty slow. It's not like an angle grinder where it's spinning a million miles an hour. This is a drill on slow, and I'm over here doing this. All right. Okay. And I got scolded. Stan, where are your glasses? Where are your safety glasses? Where are your safety glasses? And you are right. I'll tell you why. After I left the house or shop yesterday, I was down at Home Depot buying that paint. I went and did something like that. What the heck? And right here in my pocket, see that little wire right there? Right here in my pocket. What do I got in here? Got something in here. What do I got? Oh, I got that thing. All right, right here in my pocket where it's one thickness, two thicknesses, but right here where it's folded over, that's three thicknesses of cloth right here. Right here at the bottom, right where it wasn't this shirt, it was a different shirt. Right where this little burn mark is, right about right there was a wire stuck through there. And it was scratching me on the inside. I kept, well, what is the, whatever, thought just had an itch. And then on the outside, it was sticking out farther on the outside, and I brushed across it with my arm, and man, what's that? Ow! Pulled out a wire was stuck in there. So you all are very right. Safety glasses. I don't know. I think what it was, I turned the camera on, I'm like, well, let's go ahead and do these last three windows real quick, and no big deal. Well, later on, as I'm doing all the rest of the sealing and everything, somewhere along a wire spun off there and stuck in there, even with a slow drill compared to that high-speed grinder. So, yeah, y'all are right. Y'all are right, and a very well-deserved ass chewing on the comment section. Where's your glasses? Where's your glasses? All right, this is how far I got yesterday. I did all of these, all the way, this section right here, all the way around the bus, okay? And then I came over here and I started doing the ceiling. I took all the lenses off the lights. I'm gonna tape this up with the blue tape, painter's tape. This right here, I still got to take off. I got those are aluminum rivets. I'm going to take that off for the information plate, the VIN plate. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take this blue one off so that I can paint all that and then remount them there, okay, with pop rivets, okay. I'm probably going to take that loose, pull it away, and then tape it up. I'm not going to take the whole radio out, okay. This one here, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's pretty much the same information as that up there. And it's just a sticker. I'll probably peel that off. I don't know. This is for air conditioner controls, which I don't need anymore, so I don't know what to do about them. I guess just leave them. I don't know. Because if I take them out, there'd just be a hole there. But anyway, I sanded all of these stickers. I still got to get the glue off of here with some acetone or something, or some kind of alcohol. But anyway, I did all this one, this section, yeah, to this rib right here. So I did 1, 2, 3 sections plus all of this yesterday, okay? In between telephone calls. People calling me and talking for an hour. So I think I'm gonna be able to today I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more sections to go. And I think that's all I'm gonna do today, because by the time I get done doing that, my arms are gonna be murder. So I've got all, like I said, sanded down, or at least scratched with that wire brush. Then I gotta wipe it all down, okay? I went down yesterday, I told you all this, I went down, no, I take it back. Yesterday, I went down and ordered the metal. It'll be on Monday, they said. I'll probably be done this weekend, but today or tomorrow, but they won't be open till Monday again. So it'll be Monday before I get my panels, and I put them in. As of right now, I've got windows, so the first 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then one back there, one back there. And the number of panels that I ordered, I wanted 10. If you realize here, let me see, here's a good one. Here's a good one you should be able to see. All right, this section here, this is about 24 inches by 24 inches roughly, okay? This one here is 32 inches. It's a wider window, okay? This is a wider window. All right, this is where the window is going to go. Okay, so I've got a few of these panels, areas that I need to put the bigger panel in. So I went down and I wanted 10 of what we'll just call small window openings and 4 of the big window openings. And I need, then after we got all that done, I says, oh, I'm gonna need a skin up here 27 by 27 on the outside and the inside, so that's 4 panels. By the time we got all done, they're gonna need, I think it's gonna need four panels of their metal, 10-foot panels, to cut all this stuff up, okay? And that's the least number of panels, okay? Now with the 10, we're gonna have to buy it. If I order all 10 of them, 10 and 4, 10 small, 4 big, and the roof things, that was gonna take 5 panels with a whole bunch left over, 6 feet left over. And I gotta think, well, I can get away with 8 of them, and I can put windows back here in the very back one. We're in the garage area. I can put this back as a window, a glass window again, okay? I was gonna panel this all off, but I can put that as a glass window, and I kind of was thinking about doing that anyway. Because once I put this wall in here, let's say it's a pretty hot day and the sun's shining down and it's hot back here with my batteries, I can come there and crack that window and let some of the heat out. So actually I kind of like the idea now that I've thought about it. I actually like the idea of putting windows back here again, okay? Because you can't do anything with these windows. Those are solid now, okay? Can't open them. So, so yeah, that gets it down to only 4 panels instead of 5 and a whole bunch of waste material. It gets me down to 4 panels, or 4 sheets of metal. The overall cost was $422, I think. $422 for all the panels, all the bends, all the cuts, and each cut, every time they go shoot with the shear, it's $3. Every time they put it in there and go boink, bend it, $3. Okay, so the metal was $260 or something like that, and the rest of it's all bends, cuts and bends, $3 a pop, and tax. Okay, so it's like, I think it's $422 if I remember right. So $422 for all the metal. Okay, and I've got the caulking. So basically today is going to be nothing but prep work. I'm going to do all the interior, and by then it's going to be hot, and I'm ready to go back home. But and it's my fault for getting out here so late. I should have been out here at 6:30 or so. But I had reasons, So sue me for not being on working time. I put pop rivets. Remember those the angle here, the sheet metal that I took out for the air conditioning ducts? Will have all these holes. Okay, so I put rivets in all these holes here. I've got to put rivets in all these holes too. But I wanted to get them buffed before I put the pop rivets in. So yeah, those are the kind of things I'm going to do today. So and I'm sorry. Sorry, I haven't read any of the comments the chat yet this morning. So, but yeah, I just didn't want to make a 2-hour video today. I want to make a kind of short video and get to work on this thing. And so let me sit here for just a second, read some of the scroll. All right, good morning, Saz. We're going from the last one backwards, okay? Something didn't make sense. I've been always following with the Dawn dish detergent to remove it. Didn't have acetone at the time. Okay. I've got some acetone. I think it's acetone or some kind of for your oil-based paints to cut it, and thin it out. I've got some of that over there. I'll use that on them rags. But I'll do that like the day before and then paint it the next day after, make sure it's completely dried. And the idea is I want to use something like alcohol or that where when you wipe it on, there's no residue left on it. I want to clean it all up. I want to get that, when you spin that wheel, there's still like a chalky residue left on it, and I want to wipe that off because I think that's the kind of thing that would make glue or paint not stick. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about Sasnak stickers for a long. What? Wait a minute, called it for Sasnak new call to action cards. Send $1 cash in a self-addressed stamped envelope. Oh, that's those stickers or those call to action things that I had made up at the convoy. Yeah, okay. But But yeah, if you want some stickers, she's still got some stickers left over. If you're interested in stickers, the deal on that is $2 per sticker, or no, $5. $5 gets you 2 stickers. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, $5 gets you 2 stickers, and I gave her some of these. When I was up at the convoy, I had these things made up. It's call to action. You know what you can do. Go call your senators and all that kind of stuff. So that's what that is. So for $5, you get 2 stickers and that call to action thing, and you get self-addressed stamped envelope, cash only. Okay, if you're Canadian, it's $7. She puts it up here all the time. But just to remind you, if you guys want a Sasnak sticker, I used to have one up here where it's at. Anyway, you know what Sasnak stickers look like. Anyway, the windows you see out but can't see in my neighborhood did. No one saw in. Okay, where's the mini split going to be mounted? Okay, mini split doesn't go in the ceiling. Okay, mini split goes on the wall, and it's a big box. It hangs on the wall, and that'll be up in the living room area. And then the hoses go down to a unit that's outside, and I'm going to put it up underneath the bus on the other side. Here's where the condenser, air conditioning condenser is now. I'm going to pull that out, and then we call it the condenser for the mini split will go underneath there. So yeah, that's where that's going. There's not going to be any air conditionings on the roof at all. Now later on, if for some reason I would decide to put a roof vent in, I've never been a huge thing of roof vents on a vehicle that has a bunch of windows. Just open the windows and the breeze blows all the heat out. Okay. So I've never been, the roof vent sounds like a great idea, sucks all the heat out and everything. Heat wants to go up anyway, so it goes up through the vent and you're just helping it with a fan. I've never noticed they did that much good, They get the heat out, but you roll the windows down, it does the same thing, okay? Let's see here. Good morning. Let's see, videos produced by the okay, legal flag. Okay, thank you, North Star. $2 stickers. For 2 stickers, send $5 self-addressed stamped envelope to this address right there. She's got it listed. You scroll back on the comments just a little bit. Acetone doesn't leave residue. Okay. Brenda Jackson, but will leave residue, not good for paint, would need sanding off more. Oh, WD-40. Yeah, WD-40 leaves, would leave WD-40 is oil. It's a lubricating oil, so you don't want to put that on there because that would leave a bad residue. It's basically like taking some motor oil, slathering it on there and painting over the top of it. It's kind of the same idea. It's just, WD-40 is not, don't use it in that situation. Yeah, my dad obviously, a friend of mine, Pat, left a comment on there yesterday that, he was one of the ones cussing me for not having my glasses on. And that's when it happens, when we just do it real quick, and that's when it gets you, when you just, you can wear a seatbelt for 30 years driving down the road, and one day you don't wear it, and that's the day you have the accident. It's just Murphy's Law kind of thing. Yep, I was yelling at you, you didn't hear me. Yeah, I know. I was a bad boy. I know. I got my ass chewed about the safety glasses. Yeah, 90 days give you more time to finish the bus. Well, basically, 90 days, what that does is just gives her more money to, pay the mortgage and stuff until she can start getting, until she can sell the house. I guess you're going to sell the house probably next year or something. I don't know I don't really know what the time frame of that is. We've talked a little bit about it, but I don't know. So. BEHR, bear. Yeah, bear paint. Yeah. Okay. It's really funny how things work out. Some of this is you guys talking between yourselves. But your RV would see more temperature variations, wouldn't you want? Not on the inside, not on the inside, and it's not like in direct paint or direct sunlight. In the inside, it'll be, you know, yeah, not too bad. Man, able to survive restart. Y'all talk about chicken farms. I don't know what's going on there. The avian. Oh, because I was talking about the eggs. That's what it was. No, Leo, Russell, it's not, Leo is not silica. It was selena or saline or saline or something like that. But it's an ingredient in silicone. Okay, yeah, silica you would think is too, but yeah, it wasn't silica. It was something SILENE or something like that. Selene, I don't know. But I looked it up and it's basically an ingredient in silicone. So that's why I took the clear stuff back and I got the Gorilla Glue instead. So I can put the Gorilla Glue in there, glue it in, you know, caulk it all the way around, glue it in, okay, put a brace against it to hold it nice and tight. I've got load locks out in the container out there, the semi, you know, reefer van lines, load locks. So I can bring those load locks in, put a board here, you know, piece of plywood cut out to the right size, put it in there, and then put the load lock in there and push against each one of them and until they dry good enough, and then you can take it down and do the next one. So, yeah, I got all this. I haven't really talked about it, but I got all this kind of stuff in my head. What, you know, how am I going to do that? I thought about a lot of this stuff. Yeah, okay, y'all talking about avian flu and everything because I was talking about the eggs, yeah, okay. Yeah, nobody voted for that clown, yeah. Well, somebody did. Somebody voted for him and got him close enough where they were, okay, if it's a blowout like Ronald Reagan against, who was it, Carter? Ronald Reagan against Carter, my God, or no, who was he against? Dukakis? Who did Reagan run against? The first term in '80. Who was it? Was it Carter? Did Carter have one or two terms? I don't know. Anyway, Reagan won by a landslide, like 80 to 20. You know, 80% him and 20 whoever on that first election, and because they were so fed up with Carter. And but yeah, you can't cheat on something like that. But when it's close, when it's 49 to 51. You can get enough votes in there to cheat some in certain areas and make the difference up. And that's what they did. And I'm convinced of that. You're not going to tell me any otherwise. Oh, stand here, conspiracy theory. You know, it's a conspiracy until it's proven true, you know. So, anyway. So, if you want to know how that happened, look up your 2K donkeys. Remember we talked about 2K donkeys? What is 2K? 2000, okay, 2K. And then donkeys, what's another name for donkeys? There you go. Don't want to say it don't want to say it. I might get thrown in Facebook jail or YouTube jail or whatever. So, and that's another thing I saw on the news yesterday or the other day. They were talking about Facebook. Now Facebook is just their market share and their stock and all that shit is just because they're censoring everybody, and you can't say the sky is blue without. There's a fact checker says it's not always blue. It's usually kind of an aquamarine color. Yeah, fact checkers. Fact checkers my ass. So, yeah. All right, folks. I need to get to work. As you can tell, I'm working really hard, ain't I? I'll be the first to admit I got a lazy streak a mile long. I overcome it sometimes, but yeah, if I had my way, I'd just sit here. I'd just sit here. But somebody's got to build that, and I can't afford to have somebody else do it for me. So, better get up and go do it, I guess. So I guess that's about it. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the inside today, and tomorrow I'll probably come out and do the outside. because it'll be Saturday. I won't have my panels back yet, of course. And it just seems like the right thing to do. Get up on the roof with the high-speed grinder with the wire brush on it. That thing goes, man. And it'll get away from you. I got to hold on pretty tight to that thing. But I'll get up there and sand all that crap off the roof and all that pine tar and everything, and get that kind of cleaned up. That way, when I get the panels and everything on Monday, I don't know if I'll get them bright and early Monday morning, or they'll call me Monday afternoon. So at least by Tuesday I'll have them. Tuesday morning I'll be out here installing those panels on the roof and on the windows and everything. Maybe that's what I'll do Sunday, is install the windows. I'll go ahead and install the windows in there. That way that's done and out of the way. And then I can do the, actually no, I got to paint first. Before I put any of that stuff in, I got to paint. Yeah, I got to paint first, because I want to get paint on all that stuff. So, no, let me think. Here's what I'm going to do. Come up with a new idea. Well, I was wanting to paint before I put the panels in for this reason here. Let me get over here. All right, let's turn me around so I can see. You'll see it. See right here? I need to paint this. All this right in through here. I want that painted. All right. So what I think I can do, I wanted to paint all of this and paint that. So I was going to tape all this stuff off so there's no overspray outside and everything. And I think what I can do instead, is get a rattle can, spray can, just a rattle can spray paint, and just paint these jams right here. Probably get a board, cut a board just the right size to set in here, and put it on, lean it on out here, and put a board on, or somehow clamp it on, spray it, and then pull the board out and move it to the next window and spray it. That way I can get this painted up in here. And then I can put the panels in, and then once the panels are in, I can paint everything, and on the inside of the panels, everything. I think maybe that's what I'll do. I have to think about that a little bit. I'll have to ponder that during a break later on today. Think more. I gotta think about it more. Okay. So I'm not even gonna sit down. I'm gonna go. Y'all be good. I'm gonna get back in there. I'm gonna get to work, and y'all be good. Take care, and we will see you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Remember, God loves you. So do I. Y'all be good. Take care. Bye bye.